Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, once again doing another Christmas film review, and this one is on The Snowman and the Snow Dog. Now, The Snowman and the Snow Dog is meant to be a 2012 animated short film that was meant to be a sequel to the 1982 film The Snowman, as well as marking it the 30th anniversary from the first day it was released, as well as the film was dedicated to John Coates, who was a producer for some of Raymond Briggs' work, like When the Wind Blows, Grandpa, Father Christmas, and The Bear. Now, the premise of the film is meant to follow a young boy known as Billy and his mother, who move into the same house where James was, and it's kind of revealed that now the countryside has been now turned into a housing estate. And I think that's kind of a good idea. It kind of shows how time has moved on, and we kind of see how things have moved, times have changed, and so on. And I think the point with Billy's character, he's meant to be similar to James, but kind of different. We see how Billy's old dog had passed away, and we kind of see how he writes to Father Christmas to ask him for another dog to replace his old one, which is kind of a dick thing to do, because it just seems like he just wants to get another dog to kind of move on from the old one. And the most part, we do see how he ends up finding some old toys, as well as the photograph of James and the Snowman, as well as finding the original stuff that created the Snowman. So we kind of see how Billy kind of recreates the Snowman, as well as creating a kind of companion known as the Snow Dog. And much like the first film, it copies itself quite badly, but with some differences. For the most part, I would say, yeah, when you kind of got the Snowman being brought back to life, you don't really see him looking around, being amazed of how many things have changed. And when he does kind of go to the fridge and sees the picture of James or himself, he doesn't really take time to process it in. I feel like if you have a character who's been away for so long, you want them to sort of know how long it's been and how long they've been gone for. And I think for the most part the film does kind of throw in old Easter eggs, because when you kind of got the Snowman looking in the shed, you do see the motorbike from the first film. You also kind of see, the picture of James and the Snowman. You kind of got the same scene where they fly into the air, and then you kind of got, like, them going on a sort of aeroplane, and then you kind of got the kind of almost similar to the first film, which is the whole Santa Carnival thing. And one thing I do give them credit for, they do give you a glimpse of the other snowman from around the world. China, Italy, Brazil, and you even got two of the other snowmen that look similar to Laurel and Hardy. And yeah, much like the first film, you even got Santa Claus giving Billy a gift, almost similar to James. I think the problem is, much like Star Wars Episode 7, the film copies itself almost similarly to the original. I think if you had kids who were growing up in the early 2010s, or the early 2000s, or in the 90s, they could pretty much get their copies of The Snowman and just watch this one. I think for the most part, it's just kind of like a shot-for-shot remake. Sometimes shot-for-shot remakes can work if it's done perfectly. I feel like, when you kind of got this new song being played, Light the Night, by former Razorlight drummer, Andy Burroughs, he does try to kind of do his own version of Walking in the Air, but it's a bit of a poorer, more weaker imitation. What made Walking in the Air work as a song, it was this kind of giving you this glimpse of James and the Snowman rummaging through lands, oceans, and other cities. Here it shows you more cities, more other areas, but we really don't take time to process the song. I think Walk in the Air works because it's just a gentle melody beat. I think, to me, the Snowman and the Snowdog is a weaker, poorer imitation of the Snowman. It has good ideas, but it copies itself quite poorly. So I think this definitely deserves a thumbs in the middle. It's kind of alright, but really just copies itself quite poorly. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.